There are always issues and player concerns in any new game, and the First Descendant is not an exception. From RNG drop rates to the incessant amount of material farming, right down to the single-use paints, the First Descendant has garnered its fair share of player criticisms, and now a hot-button issue that has been making its way across the internet, aside from all the bunny toxicity, is players going AFK or AFK farming during co-op missions and intercepts. Hello everyone, and welcome back to another First Descendant video. My name is Gruzbee, and the Catgirl mascot is Fumi-chan. We are single-handedly responsible for 97% of the cringe you're likely to encounter today. Before we get into this discussion, do me a solid and head to the comments and let me know your biggest issues right now with the First Descendant. Also, while you're down there, slap that like button like it's been trying to steal your cake, and let the YouTube algorithm know that I still exist. So recently, the community has been embroiled in a hot debate over what should be done about players who are going AFK. These are the players that enter into a dungeon or a mission and just stand there doing nothing for the duration. As long as they're in the party when the final boss is eliminated, they share in the reward and they never have to get involved. This has become a serious problem for the community. Not only is it just poor player etiquette, but it also causes a lot of burden on the other players in the game. As a result of this behavior, the community wants a vote to kick option added to the game, which would allow the other members of the party to kick any player from the match. And of course, the controversy has ensued. Now, yesterday when I logged into the game, along with, I'm sure, everyone else, we were met with this notification from Nexon calling for players to help create a more respectful gaming community together. And the notice went on to list 3 rules not to break. Rule number 1, don't use unauthorized programs. Rule number 2, don't go AFK during co-op play. And rule number 3, don't do AFK farming during missions. Now, it's unclear whether this notice is the result of Nexon getting some kind of feedback from the community over AFK players, or if this is just another step in their crackdown on players negatively affecting the gaming experience through cheats, exploits, and manipulation. We've already seen a wave of player bans, and this warning / friendly reminder may be a preamble to more bans about to happen. While I have not personally experienced very many AFK players, it seems that others have had the misfortune of encountering them a lot, and the vote to kick debate is in full rage mode. I've even heard that the reason players are AFK farming is because of all of the bunnies. Really? Bunny is too powerful and they can't get any elimination, so they have to just stand there and leech, which is just more toxic hatred for a character I think they already need to get over. I've seen plenty of VSs and Valbies take all the kills just as much as a hyped up bunny, but I digress. Some players see a vote to kick option as just a way for players to self-moderate the game by taking action accordingly against leeching and AFKing, while others see it as a dangerous tool that could be used against other players and bring more harm to the integrity of the game. The thinking is, should a group of players in hard mode determine that you aren't properly leveled or the right character for the Colossus battle, what's to stop them from kicking you? Or, with all the toxic bunny hatred abounding, kicking every bunny main because they just don't like them and find them annoying. Some players have suggested that the game needs a harsher AFK check and a timeout for players that go AFK during missions and intercepts, though, you know, people who want the kick option see that as little more than a bandage applied to a much more serious problem. In all honesty, there may not be a happy medium here. Vote to kick is a feature found in a lot of other games. Like in the case of Final Fantasy XIV, it doesn't seem to be a tool abused by elitists. And trust me, those players can be just as toxic over which character you choose to main. For now, Nexon is giving the players a reality check, and then once that's passed, I guess we'll see what they do next. The long and short of it is, AFK players have made an already tediously grinding game more tedious, and it's clear that something needs to be done. Personally speaking, I'm not a fan of vote to kick, at least not right now. As a bunny main who is constantly encountering toxic hatred in comment after comment and discussion after discussion, honestly, I just don't flat trust any of you with that sort of power. And because I know what sort of a team player I am, the very first time I get kicked, I know it'll be because of toxicity and not because I went AFK during a critical intercept. But now it is time to do that thing when we turn the questions over to you. What are your thoughts on AFK players and more specifically, the vote to kick? Is it the only option for leeching and AFK players, or are there other better ways to stop this? Let me know by heading to the comments and making with some discussion. And of course, please be respectful of every opinion. This is a problem that we all face, and the best solution will be one that we reach together as a community. That's it for this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to leave a like. And of course, if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe for more First Descendant content. You can find me over on my Discord, and if you want to help support the channel directly, you can do so by becoming a member of the Patreon and buying me a coffee. Links to all that and more in my linkity-link place down below. As always, have an amazing day, everyone. Keep being awesome, and I will see you all in Albion.